to be going live in a couple of areas. I just wanted to make sure that every area was up. Hello, hello, hello. Great evening to each of you. My name is Sheila Wiley, and let me just give like a brief background really quick. Today is Narcissistic Abuse Awareness is the area of the narcissist being in religion. All right. The narcissist being in religion. So I want to make sure I come on briefly today to give my contribution as an advocate, just to talk about, not to stay on here long, but just basically to go over a few things. Also point out who I am and point out that this type of abuse is not well known to everybody. So I want to make sure that I'm actually giving my contribution, making sure that I'm giving my contribution as we support others who have been abused. Myself, I've been abused. Other people who I know in the religious area have been abused and still are being abused. A lot of people are being abused and they don't even know where this abuse is even stemming from. We're just going to talk about the side of narcissistic abuse that we can see with what meets the eye. We're not going to talk about the spiritual aspect of it tonight because I want to keep this video pretty short. I just want to make sure I come on tonight so that I can give my contribution as an advocate of this type of hideous abuse. All right, so let's get started. Oh, the first thing I want to say is before I even knew what a narcissist was or what narcissistic behavior was, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm looking at both screens because I'm on two different platforms. Before I even knew what this type of abuse was, when I gave my testimony, I was basically just, had gone on live, giving my testimony about abuse that I had gone through. I never knew that it was narcissistic abuse or narcissist abuse. And it's funny that on that day that I gave my testimony, and I started to put up a picture, but I totally forgot. But I may put my testimony up probably like in a day. But I had on purple, and the ribbon for narcissistic abuse is, guess what? Purple. So I want to make sure I wore purple again today, just to show my support. All of the victims out there, to all the people out there who have been abused, narcissistic abuse, whether you've been abused from your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your grandparent, your boss. Narcissistic abuse can happen to anybody, anywhere, right? Okay, so I want to make sure I show my support. So I want to go briefly over 3 phases in this cycle, in this vicious cycle. The first stage is the idolization. The second stage is the devalue, and the third stage is the discard. The idolization is what we call it and what we know it, or if you do not know, I'm here to educate you on it. And one more thing I want to say before I go into this is that my profession is the profession of educator. I'm actually a teacher, so I love to research. And as I am going through my healing, with me researching and learning more about this, I'm able to heal faster. So if you would have seen me back in, November when I left that cult, or even February when I gave my first testimony, I was looking totally different. I was not smiling or anything. But now this is June 1st. It has been some months, and I'm here to let you know that I'm doing a whole lot better since educating myself on this. Also making sure that I'm being intentional with trying to join support groups, go through counseling, and of course, first and foremost, pray to my Savior and ask for deliverance. So this is not a one day or an overnight journey. This is a walk. This is a process. I was under the narcissistic abuse for 5 years, right? So I'm not really expecting to be out of this in 5 months. Right. But each day I am getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So once again, you guys, if you're just coming on, I'm looking from screen to screen because I'm going live in 2 different areas. I know this is kind of weird, but I want to make sure that I make the most out of this video. So let's talk about the first stage.